Low-income generation in 2024? Here's how to effectively save money. We all have been there, wanting to achieve your millionaire dreams, but your monthly income is just not cooperating with you. And sometimes, being rich is not even the goal. You really just need the extra dollars in case something comes up or your favorite sneaker brand just dropped a fresh pair. But in 2024, is it possible to save more than what you are earning? Well, here's a few tips that might help you kickstart your journey. Welcome to Luxo-Life, your partner towards personal growth and success. In this video, we're sharing some of the best money-saving tips we've learned from many wealthy and influential people. We're talking Warren Buffett's, Robert Kiyosaki's, the Jeff Bezos, and all those other top wealthy people in the world. So get ready to learn and grow your wealth today. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and enjoy this video until the end. Here's number 12. Of course, it's not a money-saving tips video without telling you to budget. Have a plan about how you spend your money and stick to it. It may seem like too much and time-consuming to list down all your expenses and set a budget fit for your monthly or weekly necessities. But trust me when I say, it will all be worth it in the end. A planned budget allows you to have a bird's eye view of where your money goes and what you are spending on the most, so you are able to keep track of that and hopefully omit your unnecessary expenses as well. Having a plan helps you to focus your money only on the things you really need. And if you are running on a low income, then that is the most important thing you can do to help yourself. Number 11. This one may be a little paradoxical, but paying off your debts as early as you can is important in saving money in the long run. You might think, then how am I supposed to save money if I'm giving it out to those I owe? Being in debt puts you in a constant state of worry and financial burden. Imagine saving up for months and finally getting your target budget or your savings objectives for the year, only to be reminded that you still owe your friend half of that money you just worked hard for. And with that financial burden in mind, you are more unlikely to reach your financial goals. If you can't pay it off all at once, then still opt to lessen the burden little by little by paying off however much you can every week or month. And when all your debts are paid for, it's easier to take your extra money and put it in a savings account. Number 10. Now that you have a list of your monthly budget and all your debts have been paid off, the next thing you want to do is prioritize the money you spent on food. This is the most basic necessity a person needs and will inevitably be spending money on. And if you want to really not pay for extra costs on food, then figure out how much you are spending on it. I know, it is one of the strongest temptations out there. You just gotta have your third Starbucks for the day, and there's a really cute diner down the street, and your friends are inviting you to hang out for the 5th time this week to eat at a place way more than you can afford. And those obstacles just make your goals seem further away than they are. So, if you really want to commit to it, start doing meal planning. Always check what you have in stock in your fridge and pantry to avoid having to go on unnecessary grocery runs for things you already have at home. Number 9. The next tip is obvious, but limiting your electrical consumption can help you in saving money in the long run. Your electric company offers free energy consumption assessment tests that you can inquire about. These tests help you understand where your electricity is used and lets you know the most necessary ones you need and the ones you don't, so you have an idea on where to spend your money. Knowing which times during the day electricity payment runs the lowest will help you revolve your schedule of usage around that and lower your electricity bills. Overall, just be wise in using electricity and as much as possible, don't waste it. Number 8. Try using a prepaid phone service plan. Using a postpaid plan might cause you to go over the regular data you need for the month or the year, which is a huge waste of money. However, if a postpaid plan works better for you, then at least consider switching to a smaller provider. Number 7. You want to take things further? Try to participate in no spending challenges. You don't need that $10 cup of coffee twice every day. Try drinking water instead. Maybe this will even convince you to do the lifetime switch. Instead of buying new outfits every month, just be more creative with the clothes you already have. Challenges like these are a good way to not only spend money, but also improve your overall lifestyle and change your mindset about the ways you spend your money, also helping you make wiser decisions in general. Number 6. Invest in insurance and savings. Starting early is also the best way to go since insurance premiums are more expensive for those at a later age. Having an insurance or a savings account also acts as a backup in case of an economic crash or any other financial crises you might face. It's good to have that sense of security when it comes to your money. Set money aside for each aspect of your life, such as car insurance, health insurance, or for other miscellaneous activities in your life that might give you a hard time when you don't have funds to maintain them. Number 5. Give yourself some credit. It might be harder to save money for some when all they're paying for are their basic necessities and household bills. We also need space to enjoy life too. So be sure to set aside a certain amount of your monthly income for personal pleasure and other personal expenses. Set your spending limits and make sure to never go above it. This builds your discipline for the financial goal and budgeting we talked about earlier. Allow yourself to enjoy things too, so you don't feel burdened about having to set aside every single penny you earn. Just make sure to only spend within your budget. Maybe you really need a new lip gloss. You don't have to buy the entire set, just get your favorite shade. A great way to practice this is to sleep on it. It has been proved that sleeping on something reduces the risk of impulse buying. If you see an item at a store that you really want but don't really need, go home and give yourself time to sleep on it. The next few days, if it's still something you really want to get for yourself, then that's when you make the purchase. Sometimes, sleeping on it makes you realize that you don't really need it, and thus wouldn't have to purchase it. Number 4. Strategize. Come up with a plan to really stretch your budget, or at least think of ways to generate more income besides your current full-time job. If you have the time, you can sign up for a part-time side hustle. Nowadays, finding an at-home freelance job is more accessible thanks to the internet. Or if you have a natural talent for the arts, maybe consider a side job for graphic designers that could generate your passive income. Passive income is money coming to you even during your sleep. That way, you're earning extra money without having to quit your job or risking it. It's difficult at first, having to work multiple jobs at once, but that's where the strategizing part comes in. Learn how to manage your time wisely and realize that you have more skills than what you're showing at your current job right now. It's all in how determined you really are in reaching your financial objectives. Number 3. Set up an automatic bank transfer system. Saving money obviously is not at all easy, with the temptations going around and the price hike in products. So you need a way to get the most of your rebates to boost your monthly savings up. Not only are direct deposits safer and faster than physical paychecks, but it also has benefits for both the payee, the employee, and the payer, the employer. With direct deposits, your account is automatically credited with the sum specified in the direct deposit orders. There's also less risk of getting your money stolen, which is a plus for employers. Number 2. Work with a bank that do not make you pay extra fees. There's a study done by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau that shows how banks normally charge you an average of $34 per overdraft fees. And unnecessary fees like these can accumulate over time, affecting your budget in the long run. So if you feel like your current bank keeps on pushing these unnecessary payments on you, then maybe it's time to explore other options and look for banks with better services. Number 1. Discounts and coupons. Yes, coupons. No, they are not shameful to use. It's more shameful when you don't have money to afford your basic necessities. Coupons are heaven-sent little pieces of paper that could shape the way you spend your money and forever help you save. Same advantage of discounts on items you need as well, so remember to keep track of holidays or seasonal sales that your local stores do. As for online purchases, consider installing applications that cater cashback and online codes for discounts. You see, when you have an overview of the things you can do to save money and reach your desired amount of savings for the year, you'll realize it's not so bad. It really just takes serious discipline and a lot of effort looking for alternatives to the ones you're currently used to. But of course, it will all be worth it in the end. If you want more inspiring and practical videos like this, then subscribe to our channel and make sure your notifications are set to on so you don't miss on anything. Thanks for watching!